Hey there, 7th and 8th graders. Welcome to your Formation Academy CJA How To Video project. Remember, we are creating videos for the CJA community so that they understand the expectations, whether they're a new student, a transfer student, or just need a reminder. At the top of your Google Doc, where the title is, you will see what your project is. So for instance, this is the Arupe project. They're doing lungs expectations on passing and busing, and then you'll see in parentheses who's in your group. So let's walk through the template. Everybody's template is the same. Right off the bat, you all have editing access to this, so please type where the bullet marks are. I am also an editor here, so please don't delete anything that I've typed out. You all will collaborate together. You don't need to be right next to each other. You can stay in your original seats, and you can type into this document. But off the bat, you're going to want to think about what are the main CJA expectations related to your topic. Then you're going to want to think about all the things that students might struggle with related to this topic. So expectations, think about the things that adults say to you all the time. Think about the rules that you constantly internally know already. And then as a student, what are the things that you struggle with either right now or maybe as a third grader? Think about all the little obstacles that could get in your way. This is a tough one. Why are these expectations important for student success? Because sometimes you may not think they're important. You may not think big picture. Here's where you really need to think big picture, because a third grader who's watching your video needs to understand, yeah, that is important if I want to be successful here at CJA, or if I just want to make my life a little bit easier. And then what are the grad values that are at work here? Don't just name them. Just be like, oh, loving's working here. No, say why it's there, okay? So your parameters for your video, it's going to be about 1 to 3 minutes. It's going to be short, right? And there should be students demonstrating the right expectations and then narrating during the video. So think of me when I give you guys the examen and I narrate through that examen. That's a narrator, right? So you also need to think about where's your video going to take place, who's involved in your video, aka what are the roles, who's going to be the actors, what's their role, who's going to be the narrator, etc. What actions or expectations need to be demonstrated, and are there any materials or props that you need? And then I gave you a brief example of your script. This is where a majority of your work is going to work on. So you're going to type in the your script section down here, but I gave you an example. So here's scene 1 of the this is an example of coming into the Welcome Center. So I said scene 1. Where is it? It's at the Welcome Center doors. What's happening? A student is coming into the building during morning drop-off. Who's in the scene? Brody, an adult who you can name later, and a narrator. Then dialogue. Brody, he comes in. He says good morning to the adult who's holding the door. He makes sure to take off his coat, his hat, and goes and scan it. Kyron, who's the narrator, says when arriving to CJA each day, you make sure to greet the adult, take your coat and hats off, and use your ID that remains attached to your backpack to scan in. Again, you can liven up a little bit more than what I just did, but this is where you are typing your scenes, your location, what's happening, dialogues, and actions. Try to chop off the scenes. They don't need to be super long, right? So get creative, collaborate. If you need to communicate with one another, be like, hey, I don't love where this is going. Please raise your hand so that you can speak with either your formation teacher or the adult that's in the room who can give you a little space to do that. But most of your collaboration should just happen on this Google Doc. We'll have more time to collaborate in person in coming formation classes.